Oh. So we're going? Go. Oh. I'm Chef Nick from Le Corte Bistro, and today we are making Veal Saltimboca, which literally means, translation of Italian, is jump in your mouth. So this food and this flavor is gonna jump in your mouth. It's very simple. You don't necessarily need these ingredients. This is just how it was presented to me and how I learned. So this is what I like to do, and this is what's on my menu here at Le Corte Bistro. So I have a little here, I have a little prosciutto, sliced nice and thin, very savory, nice fat content, delicious. Here we have some fresh sage picked from the garden, very good herby flavor, and fresh mozzarella. I personally make my own mozzarella. You don't have to do it at home, just buy mozzarella. Don't overcomplicate something. And that's really it. Those are all the main ingredients to make the dish. For the sauce, I have a little salt and pepper, it's seasoned to taste, some butter because butter makes everything taste better, a little parsley for garnish, and a little white wine to glaze the pan. So first the process basically is just getting your veal round, slicing it nice and thin, opening that son of a bee up, stuffing it with some prosciutto, some sage, some sliced mozzarella, closing it up, and then pounding it down so you have this nice thin cutlet, so it doesn't even look like there's anything in it. Once this is all pounded down, you're gonna get a nice pan, nice and hot, flour it up, sear it, nice beautiful golden brown, flip it over, nice beautiful golden brown, nice deglaze of the white wine. And once that white wine pulls all the goodies up and gets that flavor ready to jump in your mouth, it's lurking back, you're gonna toss in some butter, make it nice and creamy, season to taste, throw in your parsley, and then boom, you got Veal Saltimboca. So personally, me, today on the menu, I have broccoli rabe, so we're gonna throw a little broccoli rabe underneath it and toss it with some herb potatoes. Be delicious, simple, but you can throw it over anything. You can throw it over rice, you can throw it over potatoes, mashed potatoes, sweet potato, or honestly, you can just have it over a salad or by itself. Or you can put it on a sandwich if you wanna put it, be a jerk about it and, waste this good ingredient, but that's another point. So let's get in the kitchen, let's make this up and enjoy some delicious food. Let's jump in your mouth.
And also breathe. Don't.
Alright, now we're in the kitchen making our Veal Saltimboca. So first we're going to start out with a scorching hot pan. See it's starting to smoke there. We're going to add our oil. This is a blended oil because you don't want to cook this high of a temperature with olive oil or burn. Be generous with it. See it's rippling. I turned off the heat. It's nice and hot. We're going to add our veal cutlet. We're going to nice flour it up. Just drop it in the flour here we have prepared. Here, you want to make sure you get all the excess flour off the pan. You don't want to have too much flour on it. Just nicely coated. Drop it in the hot pan. Crank the heat back up and just let that start simmering. You want the color to basically go about 3/4 of the way through the veal. So when the process is when you flip the veal, you'll be able to finish the dish very quickly. All right, so as that's coming to a sear, let's get our potatoes going. Today we're gonna accompany this dish with some roasted potatoes. They're pre-roasted off with some rosemary, a little bit of thyme, a little bit of oil. You're gonna throw that in the pan over here. And along with some broccoli rabe. So we got a nice bitterness to the dish. You want to really balance your flavors. So you're going to have the veal, which can be nice salty, savory, and then you want to have a little bitterness and acidity with some broccoli rabe. You always need a nice little starch, especially at home. Got it nice and caramelized here. You want to check on it every so often. See, we're getting a nice golden brown. So it cooks quickly, so be careful. Don't overcomplicate it. Nice golden brown. Get this flip over. Look at that color, beautiful color. Now at this stage, maybe 2 seconds. Now, we're gonna deglaze it with a little bit of white wine, pulled all that excess flour and everything off the bottom of the pan. Let that really soak into the meat. Add a little bit of, this is my veal stock that I use. Once again, you don't need a chicken stock, you don't need veal stock, you can use a little bit of water, salted water. Just enough. As it starts to reduce, add a little bit of butter. As that sauce is reducing, let's go back over here to our potatoes. Add a little bit more oil. And add our broccoli rabe. Get that nice season together. All right. Now our sauce is nice and creamy, nice and buttery. Make sure we're getting both sides of the veal. At this point, it's almost nice, creamy texture, consistency we want. First we'll taste it. Use a little salt. And use a little acidity, which we're also gonna add to our greens. Kill the heat. Oop. That's lovely. And now add our parsley at the end because we don't want to brown our parsley. And you see that nice creamy consistency in the sauce. That's exactly what you're looking for. And we have our other piece here. Beautiful. Maybe finish that with a little nice olive oil. Now we have both components to our dish that we need. And all we gotta do is plate it up. Really fast, really simple, really basic, but really fucking delicious. All right, now we're gonna be plating our Veal Saltimboca here. So we have our roasted potatoes along with our broccoli rabe. Like I said, it doesn't have to be this. Give me whatever you want, whatever you have available in your home, whatever's delicious. This is how I serve it at my restaurant. And we got our Veal Saltimboca, nice and creamy. I'm gonna lay this, I'll try to plate this directed to you guys and see it. Nice creamy sauce on top. Whoop. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Absolutely delicious. Very simple. You saw that whole process. I told you the prepping process, very simple, very quick. The whole cooking process took us maybe a few minutes, and you have an elegant dish that's served in a fine dining restaurant. So there's no excuses for not making good food. Enjoy, love, and if you have any questions or any things you want to see, write in the comments below. Just like, comment, subscribe. Have a good day.